Hey guys, this is Olga with askyoursoul.org, and today I just really wanted to share something. So I have been, really struggling with my health issues again. And by health issues, I mean ulcerative colitis that has been a part of my life for the past, oh my god, definitely over a decade at this point. Yeah, so it's been quite the journey for me. But anyway, so I just, randomly today I was like, okay, I want to hear what the cards have to say about this because I just got into like a new flare up and it's been just really crappy, a crappy time in my life right now. So, and I've also kind of been really struggling with some of the issues that are relating to my past and especially to one of my past relationships that just doesn't seem to be over, I guess. I don't know, it's really annoying. Anyway, so yeah, I've been like struggling with some stuff and I just wanted to get some clarity from the cards. And I think I've mentioned this in one of my previous videos that I've been kind of like obsessing with the Thoth tarot, and I love the cards. I love everything about this deck. It's just so interesting and so, I mean, there's just so much knowledge in this, like so much esoteric knowledge, the Kabbalah, astrology, numerology, you name it. And basically it's been fascinating but also very confusing and difficult to learn, and I've been kind of really hoping to get a mentor, to find somebody who can like help me get through this stuff and figure it out. But anyway, so I bought a few books, and so far, this one by far is of course the best, and I'm sure if you are interested in the Thoth tarot, you're gonna hear about this book for sure. It's awesome. It's super thorough, and it's not just about the cards. I hope you can see this. Sorry, it's like a weird setup over here. It's not just about the cards, it's about like everything. The history, of the cards, of Aleister Crowley, of the Kabbalah, just like so much stuff. I mean, oh my god, like it's a little overwhelming, which I'm sure you can understand, but also it's fascinating. So this one is a must, and of course the Book of Thoth, which I don't think I'm ready for at this point. So I'm kind of like starting with these, and then hopefully I'll move to the Book of Thoth, which is the one that was actually written by Aleister Crowley, who actually created the cards, obviously. So I just quickly wanted to go over the books, and then this one is pretty awesome too, actually, and I love how it really talks about the symbology, and then it just talks about a lot of different stuff. Even you see how it says like about the runes, astrology, mythology, like all this stuff. It's actually really cool. But what I heard about this book by these authors is that Banshaf is amazing with the general tarot, or like the Rider-Waite's tarot, but not as good with the Thoth tarot. Basically, he kind of took the meanings from the regular tarot and just converted them to fit into this deck, which is not the case, obviously, because Aleister Crowley had his own book, and yeah, it's just like some cards are totally well, not totally different, but they're different. Anyway, so that's this one, but still, it has a lot of really cool information, and I think it's good to have, especially in terms of like symbology and just some of the questions that it answers. But then my latest addition to this collection is this book, and honestly, I love it. I think this one by far is my fave because like it's just short and sweet, and I know for a lot of people who are like really into this deck, that's probably not their choice. They want to learn as much as possible, which I do too. Please don't get me wrong. I really do want to learn all of it, but it just feels so overwhelming right now that for right now, I feel like this is the best way for me to go. Like, look at this. Just basically, and I just love that it like tells you everything in plain English. Like, thank you. As a goddamn foreigner, like it's hard for me to read books like like Duquette's book. I mean, I love the guy. Like, I love listening to his interviews. I think this book is like full of amazing insight and knowledge and wisdom and everything. I love it. But still, it's freaking hard to read. I'm sorry to say. Like, and I have a master's degree, for crying out loud. You know what I mean? Like, it's just maybe it's just me being stupid. I don't know. Like, but it's been a challenge. Like, I really, some of the things I have to like go over like more than once. I think it's not just the language though, it's actually the concepts themselves as well. But, you know, like when you have concepts like the Kabbalah and stuff, you know, what would really help is having that explained in like really plain and simple terms, like as simple as humanly possible considering the topic, you know, which I know is challenging too, but I love it when people can just explain themselves in like simple terms, and let's say you don't have to like guess or whatever, like try to figure it out on your own, like get confused as hell. Anyway, so yeah, so this book I'm like really pleasantly surprised, because I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll get another one, and just, you know, if it's still not what I'm looking for, then I'll just stop getting all these books, because like what's the point if I'm not gonna read it? So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with this one. It gives very awesome, like short explanations, just what I'm looking for right now at this stage of my spiritual development, if you will, at this stage of my dealing with these cards. But anyway, so today I actually, sorry about this long ass prologue, but I actually wanted to tell you about the card that I pulled after I asked the question about my physical health. You know, I basically asked, you know, how can I heal? What can I do to improve my health? You know, like what is this issue basically? And I mean, I tried to be as specific as possible, but I don't know. So when I pulled the card, and I kind of had a feeling that I would either get like swords or wands. And guess what? I got this card, oppression. So first I was like, I wonder what that means. And so when I read this, you guys, I was seriously like, holy shit. Well, that explains it, you know, and I just want to read real quick to you like what it says, so you know what I'm talking about. But it's just very pertinent to my life personally right now, and just my I guess just the stuff that I've been going through. So, keywords: Saturn in Sagittarius, repressed feelings, energy held back, partying, isolation, aggression. The vital energy of the 8 wands in the background is repressed and hindered by the 2 strong ones in the foreground. You see, like 2 strong ones in the foreground, which carry the same symbols that appear on the 2 of wands. On that card, however, the wands are united and support each other, while these 2 stand separate next to one another, building a stark barrier. Sagittarian readiness to communicate is blocked by Saturn, and strong fear arises. If you fear, okay, like this is where it gets real. If you fear rejection, disapproval, or punishment, you will begin to repress your own impulses. Your strength, your vitality, and your life energy cannot be expressed. Repressed, these energies turn into irritation, rage, and violence. If this aggression finds no external outlet, you may turn it inward on yourself, and it may express itself as self-denigration or depression in all aspects, up to and including illness. I don't know if you can, yeah, illness. I was like, what? So, this card is an invitation. Recognize and end your repression and restriction of your own life impulses. This is a step toward taking responsibility for yourself and freeing yourself from unjustifiable, quote-unquote, moral restrictions and limitations. And then it also says, indication: whether you're consciously repressing yourself or not, recognize that there is much more which you would like to express, experience, enjoy, and celebrate. Dare. Question: there are some things you have always wanted to say to certain people. What are those things, and who are those people? You can, for the time being, just for yourself, express those things right now. Suggestion: draw another card asking the question, what will my life be like when I'm ready to free myself? And then there's an affirmation: I have the right to follow my feelings and life impulses. God damn it. You know what? I think I'm going to pull that card that they suggest pulling and ask the question, what will my life be like when I'm ready to free myself? So let me just do that real quick. Okay, let's see. Huh, interesting. Look at that. Strength. Okay, let me just look this one up too, real quick. Why is this so uneven? Gosh. Okay, so here we go. 9 of Wands. Strength. Keywords: Sun and Sagittarius. Power gained through unifying conscious and unconscious energies. Wholeness. The strong wand in the center connects the sun and the moon. Hidden unconscious powers, the moon, become visible through the radiant light of the conscious sun. Moon and sun right there. Latent powers are awakened and can be applied toward a purpose. Recognizing these unused potentials set free more energies which are experienced as new and unusual. It is a strength that grows from within, symbolized through the crescent moons on the 8 arrows in the background. The force of this newfound strength banishes the darkness of ignorance. When the unconscious becomes visible, we're faced with many things we have covered up in order to avoid looking at them. This can produce fear of some sort, the fear of feeling painful wounds we've covered up and hope to forget. Yes! There may also simply be fear of our own yet unproven strength, which reaches into all areas of our lives, reorganizing them. This budding self-realization allows no return to the familiar situation of weakness or ignorance. Your inner strength will grow with the size of the task at hand. You will experience your energy as going far beyond the boundaries you thought existed. This is a key experience, the beginning of a far-reaching inner and outer unfolding of your potential. Oh my god. Like, this is crazy to me. I mean, like, this is just amazing. Indications: you're in the process of discovering your real strength. Trust your inner guide. You may want to take part in groups which can help you develop and unfold your potential. Heck yeah. Questions: are you a little afraid of your own strength? In what areas in your life does this fear come up? Suggestion: pay attention to your dreams at this time. Oh my god, I swear, I keep getting this dream message over and over and over that I need to pay more attention to my dreams. It's like, I can't ignore this anymore. Thanks, universe. And then affirmation: I know more and more clearly who I am. This recognition leads to the full development of my potential strength. Wow. Seriously. I mean, do I really have to say anything about this? Wow, so it's basically all about... Oh, did I even mention that this book is by Gerd Ziegler and it's called Mirror of the Soul, Handbook for the Aleister Crowley Tarot. Yeah, just an FYI. Yeah, so I guess it's all about balancing your conscious and unconscious forces and being authentic, being true to yourself, being not only true to yourself, but also being very open and honest with others, you know, about yourself and about what you want. Because I feel like most of my life, I've been kind of conditioned to not express fully how I feel most of the time. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate, because it's like, chances are if I start really expressing how I feel, I'm probably gonna like lose all my friends, like not talk to my family. I mean, yeah, I don't know if I want that. I definitely don't, actually. So it's kind of a conscious decision at this point. But still, I think I know that this situation is very specific to one person in my life that I just really need to gain the courage to speak to and just tell them how I feel. So this has been very eye-opening for me. You know, I'm curious to find out what you think. Maybe you're like, what the hell is she talking about? But I thought this was very interesting. I just wanted to kind of record this, and maybe one day I will look back at this video and be like, oh my god, look at this. Like, the cards really helped me change my life to the better. And I hope that if you find that this message applies to you as well, and maybe it does, because I do completely believe that there is no coincidences, only synchronicities, then please feel free to use it and just take this as a sign to do so. I think it's going to be really good for you. Anyway, wishing you only the best. love and light, sending you positive vibes, and talk to you soon. Bye!